Matthew McKenzie has a passion for kayaking that doesn't stop when the weather gets cold.
One of the best times to kayak is the winter, especially during a snowstorm. And people say I'm crazy, but it just makes really nice scenery in the winter.
When he's not on the water, McKenzie gets his outdoor fix here on the sands of Crane Beach in Ipswich, where he serves as the outdoors manager.
A great reason to come here in the winter is the lack of crowds.
Better known as a summer hotspot, these 2,100 acres of windswept dunes and trails make for a winter wonderland as well.
You get to see how the winter changes everything from the summer. You get better views with the lack of foliage and just the amazing things that you could never see in the summer.
Things like 2 horses at a gallop on the packed ocean sand, a breathtaking sight you'll find only in the winter months when beach restrictions are lifted and riders from across the state travel for the experience, which they call world class.
Galloping on the beach, watching the water come in, taking the horses into the water, it's a highlight of my life.
For family fun, we move from the shoreline to the trails, where this group is learning who is lurking in the dunes.
We are going to talk a little bit about snowy owls, which we might see on our hike.
Val Perini is the nature engagement manager at Crane Estates, where owl prowls are just the tip of the iceberg.
We have full moon hikes once a month. We have one called Winter Survival. And then in the dunes, you can use our tracking guides to look for animal tracks and get an idea of what's walking around here. Which way do you think the deer was walking?
That one, that one.
So we're really trying to teach people, how to enjoy the outdoors in maybe a new way.
Crane Beach is just one of over 120 properties across the state managed by the trustees of reservations.
Our mission is to preserve for public use and enjoyment spaces of exceptional cultural, historical, and ecological significance. We're open to the public year-round, and we really want to balance that mission of preserving the habitat, but also allowing people to enjoy it.
See, these were the tools of a master multitasker, and they beheld me.
As Boston-born spoken word poet Michael Bonds performs around the country, he says he fields some interesting questions.
They got black people in Boston?
And the skeptics don't stop there.
Got this brother from Brooklyn. Got this brother from Chicago. Got this brother from Boston. Crickets. It was just crickets. But then I light the stage up, and then it's a whole other thing. It's like, oh wow.
Destiny is calling. The babies are waking up, and most of us are still crawling.
A spoken word poet is one who performs the words they write on the page.
When I write, I have this thing where I want you to feel what I wrote the way I felt when I wrote it.
Though this type of expression is common in bigger towns and cities, a performance here at Hale Education, 1,100 acres of green space between Westwood and Dover, is unusual, even for Bonds.
I thought I was lost. Didn't have a phone signal. I thought I was driving into like some dangerous type of wilderness type of thing.
Maybe this ain't working. Y'all ready to have some good poetry?
Fortunately, he is in the right place. One of the monthly poetry nights curated by artist-in-residence Will C. and strongly supported by Hale Education's executive director, Eric Arnold.
Hale Education is a nonprofit that operates just outside of Boston. Our focus is running education programs and connecting people and the outdoors and building communities that really give people that opportunity to be outside.
Some of their programming consists of more traditional camps and outdoor experiences, but as a longtime outdoors person, Arnold realized that any activity bringing you back to nature has value.
We find that when you enter that natural space, your headspace shifts a little bit. We think a little bit differently. And just the idea of driving a mile up into the woods in the darkness, stepping outside, seeing the trees and the stars, and then coming to an event like this, I think it's just great to bring all that together in one space.
I'm just gonna do a piece real quick.
On this night, Bonds is moved to share a new work inspired by the murder of Tyree Nichols in Memphis.
And why do black lives only matter after the rain, when the blood is all washed away and the chalk marks are erased and the streets of the Emerald City are paved into a yellow brick road? It's important that we bring culture and diverse ideas to spaces like this.
And sometimes, like this night, the space can give back.
Being out here is a plus for me. You know, I'm gonna walk outside in a little while and probably hug a tree or something, put my bare hands in the dirt or something. But yeah, self-care is very, very important to me.
Love that, hug a tree. And Michael Warrior Bonds, when he is not performing his poetry, works with at-risk youth in the greater Boston area.
And Val Perini from the trustees does have a reminder for people that are going outside during the winter time. Wear layers, bring extra layers, bring snacks, bring water. Always important.
Very important. All right.